An apparent love triangle erupted into a disturbance call a Mesquite officer responded to when he was murdered. I'm Clarice Tinsley. The mugshot of the capital murder suspect still has not been released because he is still in the hospital with a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Just released police records detail the confrontation between the suspect's wife and his mistress Friday outside of a Mesquite grocery store where Mesquite officer Richard Houston was shot. Fox 4's Peyton Yeager is live with that. Peyton.
At Clarice, and according to those court documents, police interviews with the suspected shooter's daughter and mistress detail what happened before Officer Richard Houston showed up to the Albertsons on a disturbance call, and police say the gunman's wife has been accusing him of cheating for months.
New details from police reveal a violent argument over cheating allegations between a suspected shooter's wife and his mistress led up to the murder of Mesquite police officer Richard Houston. Court documents released Tuesday say 37-year-old Jaime Jaramillo shot and killed Officer Houston and then shot himself moments after Jaramillo's wife, Juventina Vasquez Bences, and his daughter showed up to confront him and his girlfriend. Police say Jaramillo and his girlfriend were sitting inside his truck in the grocery store parking lot when Vasquez Bences pulled up. Jaramillo's girlfriend told investigators she hopped out of Jaramillo's truck and into her own vehicle, but was unable to leave because Vasquez Bences blocked her in. According to police, Jaramillo's mistress called 911 several times as Vasquez Bences and her daughter were recording her, yelling at her, and keying her car. Officer Houston was dispatched to the disturbance call. Mesquite police say when Officer Houston arrived, Vasquez Bences' daughter said she and her mother had just caught her father, Jaime Jaramillo, cheating with another female. When Officer Houston approached Jaramillo, Jaramillo pulled out a gun and gunfire was exchanged. Officer Houston, a husband and father of 3, was hit once and killed. Jaramillo then turned the gun on himself and was wounded.
We have no idea why he was killed.
While Jaramillo was incapacitated due to a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head, Vasquez Bences picked up her husband's gun and charged toward the female he was with, who was sitting in her vehicle, and threatened to shoot and kill her. During police interviews, Jaramillo's girlfriend says Vasquez Bences banged the gun on her driver's side window multiple times, yelling, "Get out, I'm going to kill you. It's all your fault and your son is going to pay." Multiple Mesquite officers arrived and took all 3 women into custody. Jaramillo's girlfriend, who has not been charged, told police Vasquez Bences had been accusing her of having an affair with her husband for months. Jaramillo's daughter was also interviewed and let go. She also to police, her mother pointed a gun at her father's mistress. Vasquez Bences is charged with an aggravated assault charge and remains in custody with an Immigration and Customs Enforcement detainer because she is an illegal immigrant. Jaramillo remains hospitalized and is facing capital murder.
He's not forgotten, he's not forsaken.
Members of the community continue to show support outside Mesquite PD. Many who are now learning about the final moments before the 21-year veteran was killed, like Douglas Brown, a former police officer himself.
A lot of people in our society, they don't respect the law.
Court documents also say that Officer Houston's body cam and dash cam were still rolling after he got shot, and it shows Jaramillo's wife storming towards his mistress with a gun, and that matches up with what the witnesses were describing. Now, Officer Houston's funeral is set for this Thursday. It's in Rockwall at Lake Point Church, and it's at noon, and the public is invited.